The Ministry of Education and Training, together with the Ministry of Health, were once again the biggest beneficiaries in this year's budget allocation for the current financial year, or for the upcoming financial year 2017-2018, where they got 3.5 billion emalangeni and 2.2 billion respectively. We have a report.
When tabling the budget estimates for the financial year 2017-2018, the Minister of Finance, Martin Dlamini, said government has continued to intensify efforts towards reducing barriers to primary education that facilitate access to education for all children, and government continued to support the free primary education program through the provision of school grants, free teaching and learning materials, qualified teachers, infrastructure, and nutritious meals for learners. The minister says government will continue to invest timely and appropriately in education of primary schools and the orphaned and vulnerable children at secondary level. Dlamini says Swaziland, through the Ministry of Education and Training, has committed itself to prioritizing the teaching of Christianity under religious education at all levels in schools, and 20 million emalangeni has been set aside to that end.
Mr. Speaker, government is allocating 3.5 billion to the Ministry of Education and Training. This figure reflects a 12% increase from the allocation in the previous year for the implementation of educational programs.
On health, the minister said government has continued to give HIV and AIDS treatment and prevention a high priority under the health sector. And according to a government policy that will be rolled out, the number of people on ART is expected to rise from about 150,000 towards 200,000 within the medium-term period. He says the target for treatment success rates for ordinary tuberculosis patients as well as multi-drug resistant TB patients are 85% and 70% respectively.
A budget of 2.2 billion has been provided to undertake the above programs for health. This is an increase from the previous budget by 9%. 340 from this allocation is reserved for the integration of personnel from subvented organization into government establishment. This policy review extends to health personnel from Good Shepherd Hospital, Relay Ficking Memorial Hospital, Alliance Hospitals, Catholic clinics, and Red Cross clinics.
A sum of 60.2 million emalangeni has been set aside for the procurement of heavy plant equipment, and the Ministry of Public Works and Transport has been allocated 2 billion emalangeni for implementing ongoing projects that includes the construction of roads. The government has set aside a sum of 50 million emalangeni for the construction of a new building for the Parliament of Swaziland. Sibusiso Ngubane reporting for Swazi TV News, Parliament.